WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often trying rare and exotic whiskeys. I have Balcones, Texas single malt, single barrel, exclusively bottled for Bresser and Timmer, the Dutch importer, the ex-Dutch importer for Balcones. Now, at the moment, we're experiencing in Europe a little bit of a transitional phase. I used to be the person in Germany that would be at very many whiskey fairs. I would have the N10 products, and often when the German importer, Bottle Brands, did not have a booth, a stand, I would actually exhibit the products from Balcones. So I took down all of my Balcones videos from my YouTube channel. I put them on private so no one could find them because I want to be independent. I have me doing my whiskey fairs and importing and doing all that, and then I have my YouTube channel. I want to have them separated. Well, since January 1st, I am no longer part of the Balcones team in Germany because Diageo now has taken over the full responsibility. From Bottle Brands, from, I'm sure, then Bresser and Timmer in the Netherlands, and the European importer for Balcones is Lucie Drinks. And yeah, so there's going to be a new boy in town, a new guy in town, a new distribution system in town, and I no longer have any part of it, which means I can do a video about this. So this is from the 12th of May 2022 is when it was bottled. It is 57 months old in new European oak. Now, I'm not sure if I want my single malt from America in new European oak, at least not in the Texas heat. American oak, maybe. There's a lot of tannins, there's a lot of maybe espresso cappuccino moments going on here. I detest coffee. I do not like mocha, I do not like espresso, I do not like cappuccino, I do not like coffee. I dislike the smell, I hate the taste, absolutely not my world. I've mentioned this before in other videos. My wife drinks coffees in the morning, and I will not give her a kiss until she's brushed her teeth or had something else to eat. I just dislike it. And so you get from a strong new European oak cask, maybe a little bit too much of that tannin-like roasted coffee moment going on in here. Now, 66.8% is a big number, to be honest. Whiskybase number 217011, single barrel. Barrel number 17991. And I'm going to compare it to something that was my U.S. Whiskey of the Year 2021. It might have been 2020, but I think it was 2021. Balcones, Texas single malt rum cask limited edition for 2020. 62%. That was Whiskybase 173372. This was awesome. I loved it. I still love it. This is fantastic. Now, it's hard to get these limited editions. Even for me, as one of the brand ambassadors for Balcones here in Germany, I got a few, and I was allowed to sell most of them, or I was directed to sell most of them. I could keep one for myself. I had to buy it, and this was one of the ones I was generously allowed to have, and I'm very thankful for it. I put it up on a bottle share, was gone in a very, very short time, so I get 5 CLs of this. Everything else is shared with the with the American whiskey loving, single malt, whiskey community here in Germany. So you can see a difference in color. This is the European oak. This is the rum cask. Rum casks are usually, beforehand, bourbon barrels. So on the smell, this is so awesome. I get the wonderful single malt from Balcones paired together with a rum, brown sugar, ester moment. Very, very good. This I still get a little bit of the Balcones single malt. Please Google Balcones Texas single malt pot stills. Just Google it. The pot stills. Find a picture of the corkscrew pot stills. Fabulous, fabulous construction what they have there in Waco, Texas. I get some brown sugar, and if you've ever made crème brûlée, you take sugar and you take the flame and you caramelize it. This has been caramelized to death. It's almost burnt. If you ever had trickle, molasses that is very, very tart. That's what I'm getting here. All right, so interesting. Jared, I always forget his last name here. Himstedt. Is it H-I? Yep, Himstedt. Jared, great guy. If you can find anything online where he does a podcast, Mark Gillespie just recently had him in his Whiskey Cast podcast, a YouTube. He's done a lot of different things where his voice, his words has been recorded and you just listen to it like a podcast style or whatever. Waco, Texas, Balcones just celebrated their 15th anniversary. They've been doing this now for 15 years, and Jared's been basically there from the very beginning. He knows what he's doing. They understand what a craft distiller should be like, and I really hope, really hope that Diageo will not just honor that learning curve that they had, but actually help them to encourage them to further explore the boundaries of whiskey making in the climate of Texas. And maybe simultaneously have a expansion of production so that more and more people can enjoy the Balcones line of products. So some of you might know, some of you might not. They have a rum, Balcones rum. Try it. If you like any type of rum, that is awesome. Just saying. All right, 66.8%. And then you get the coffee. Wow. This is special. It's just not my wheelhouse. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. And then, there's all those tannins, all those tart, all those bitter moments of the wood at the end. Fruit, molasses, power. Now, if you dilute it down, and we have 66.8%, so we're going to go down to about 55%, it does get better. But still, at the end, there's a little bit of that bitterness that I just don't like. It's a good whiskey for those that like. If you had the rye from them, the barrel strength Eclipse, beautiful whiskey. If you like to have that roasted moment, if you like to have a European oak. I'm trying to find another word here. Powerhouse. Good mouthfeel, great delivery of flavors, a lot of oak. Yeah, and a lot of European oak on top. Not really my cup of tea, C-. Other people, 20 people on Whiskybase have voted so far. It has 87.28 votes here. I haven't even looked. Let's take a look at the ranking here. Oh, look, there's people that have the 81, the 83, the 84. And there's people that give it a 90, 94, 89, and so on. Wow, it still has that oak bitterness. This, the 2020 limited edition rum cask, is one of my favorite whiskeys from the U.S. I think I've ever had. It's going to be my top 20 at least, if not my top 10. This is just such an amazing whiskey. if you can find their single malt in cask strength with a rum cask maturation, their own rum, by the way, not from someplace else, their rum cask they use for their single malt, aren't we all a little disappointed that let me just say, the U.S. government has not really, as of the beginning of January 2024, yet regulated single malt whiskey in America? I mean, hasn't it been sitting there on the desks for review and for approval now for almost a year? I know there's been a lot going on, but if the industry was able to do during COVID the rules and regulations and apply for the planning or the approval permission, can't someone in an agency stamp it and say, let's go for it? That would be good. Or is there something holding it up that I just don't understand? Is there a trade agreement? Or there's some type of international implication? What's the hold up there? I mean, I think we need to have the category single malt in America as well. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that's so good. Wow. That is excellent. All right. Balcones, I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do in the future. I'm a little anxious about what could happen with the distribution in Germany, Europe, with the general direction of the distillery in the future. But I hope that everything will work out just fine, and we'll continue to have great products here from Balcones. What is your favorite Balcones product? I say Balcones, other people say Balcone. I've heard different pronunciations. Jared says Balcones, therefore I say Balcones. What is your favorite product from Waco, Texas, from Balcones Distillery? Thank you very much for liking, subscribing, and telling others. See you soon. Bye-bye.